Hello, we just landed in Qatar. We are ready to go to the World Cup.
Before we jump in to show you what the World Cup in Qatar was really like, we thought it fitting to go back 8 months ago to the beginning of our journey to this World Cup. Almost a year ago, when we found out that the USA, along with a few other teams that we support, made it to the World Cup, we signed up for the ticket lottery. A few months later, we were notified that our ticket application was successful in the lottery, and we excitedly began to prepare for our trip to Qatar. Fearful of the headlines that there would not be enough hotels in the country, and following the various controversies surrounding the World Cup this year, we actually almost resold our tickets and didn't go. As we were scrolling the accommodation site a few months before the tournament, our options didn't seem too great. We could choose between Fan Village cabins, which gave us major Fire Festival PTSD, being shipping containers which looked extremely luxurious for $200 per night, random old housing complexes seemingly in the middle of the desert, or rooms on cruise ships for over $600 per night. Despite our concerns, we found out that if we shortened our stay for only 2 nights, we could book a normal hotel. With that, we took the leap in order to experience the last World Cup with both Messi and Ronaldo. Excited and at the same time a bit nervous to experience the Middle East for the first time, we made our journey to Qatar.
Upon arriving, we headed straight for the metro to check into our hotel. From the airport to the metro was a 20-minute walk, so there were tons of buses lined up outside the airport to take us to the metro station.
So we're navigating the metro. It's really nice because there's lots of awesome people to help us out. So this is
Fayaz from Sri Lanka. I've been working here since 6 years.
And he's awesome, super helpful. So there's tons of people that ask for help, which makes it really convenient to get around.
Okay, it is bright, sunny, and warm in Qatar. We have been taking the transportation around to try to get to our hotel, and it has actually been pretty slick. We haven't had to pay for anything. During the World Cup, it's free with the Hyatt card, which is really nice. And it's been fairly easy to figure out. It's just like quick. We've been able to get on and off things really quick, which has been great.
And then on the few times where we have been kind of confused with where to go, it's been really nice because there's like 100 people standing there waiting, like eager to tell you where to go. And everyone's been really nice.
So helpful. Yeah, great first impression.
Okay, so we're just walking with our luggage and literally someone just came up to us, pulled over from the side of the street and said, "Do you want me to take you somewhere for free?" It was just like a local Qatari person. It's just super nice.
We followed all the directions on the Hyatt app, and within no time we had made it to our hotel. After checking into our hotel, we set out to explore a little bit of the city and grab some lunch. As we started to explore the city, things started to feel a little bit weird.
Okay, so we're just walking down downtown Doha right now, or around the area, and it's like a ghost town. There's no one here, which is kind of odd.
Yeah, a lot of security, a lot of helpful people, but not like other tourists. I don't know if it's because of the time or where we're staying, but kind of interesting. As we walked around, a lot of the restaurants that we saw were closed, and the vibes overall just felt off. We thought maybe we were just in a non-popular area, so we headed to the Corniche Walkway by the FIFA Fan Festival. When we got to the Corniche Walkway, everything was decorated and looked super fun, but there was still hardly anyone there, and most of the shops were closed. With nobody there, we were free to take pictures and explore on our own some of the local art installations, which were super cool. One of the really amazing things to us was when we looked down at the grass and realized that quite literally the city of Doha is built on sand. It was super cool to see the desert transformed into a mini oasis which doesn't feel like the desert at all. After walking around and exploring for a bit, we headed to Twisted Olive, located at the Doha Burj, for a delicious lunch. We ended up going there twice during our trip because both the food and the service were excellent, along with the awesome environment. After lunch, we took a completely empty bus to the Doha Mall.
Literally just an empty bus.
Half expecting the mall to be empty, we were pleasantly surprised to see it full of people. After exploring the mall and buying some gear, we made our way to the game. We finally found where everyone was as we took the jam-packed metro to the game. Conveniently, there were even more workers than before, pointing exactly where we wanted to go.
As we arrived, we were directed to a spot outside of the stadium where the USA fans were located. While there, we met other fans, practiced some cheers, took pictures, and of course got hyped for the game. After around 15 minutes of getting pumped up together, we headed into the stadium ready for the biggest soccer game for the USA in 8 years. The stadium was beautiful and the atmosphere was electric. Walking in, we both felt so much energy, which was pretty incredible. So the US lost, which is too bad, but overall it was a really super fun experience. Great facilities, great. The logistics of everything's worked out well. The metro's been super convenient.
Yeah, good locations, even like the music they have playing, like the vibe, the photo ops, like it's all been great.
Super fun environment. Despite the fact that the USA lost the game, we had an amazing experience and we were happy for the Netherlands. After the game, we walked out into what felt like an endless party. As we walked to the metro station, we passed all sorts of performances of live music, various skills demonstrations, and photo ops. The party felt like it was just getting started.
We took the metro to the Corniche station where the FIFA Fan Festival was located.
Right now we are headed to the FIFA Fan Festival, which looks awesome. I don't really know what to expect.
I'm hoping for food, fun.
Yes.
As we exited the metro, our jaws dropped as the previously empty city in the morning completely came to life at night. Wow, so the city comes alive at night. Look at all the buildings have lights on them. It like really has blown me away. It feels like over the top. And now there's people out and all the food is open. Like it's a night city.
Super fun environment, just like, and it answers the question, we're like, where is everyone this morning? And sleeping apparently, because at night, everyone is out and super awesome. There's like a drone show going over there. There's fireworks like just a few minutes ago. It's like just so many fun activities and cool things to see.
With fireworks, a drone show, beautiful city lights, and tons of fun food options, there was plenty to explore and do between games. It was incredibly fun and very humbling to see all sorts of people from completely different walks of life, cultures, and countries celebrating and experiencing the World Cup together.
So we're in the Fan Village now, and it is huge. Like, it's massive. There's tons of activities, like a huge screen. There's so much to do.
So much. You need a map.
Seriously. With a massive FIFA merchandise store, tons of huge screens to watch matches on, virtual reality games, and food from just about every continent, we honestly felt like we had everything we needed to spend days in the FIFA Fan Festival. It was a super fun place to hang out and feel the energy of the tournament as we watched the second game that night. After the match, we headed home exhausted from our action-packed day. Our day was topped off with even more enthusiastic and kind workers helping us find our way home. One of the highlights was seriously seeing all of the creative ways to point to the metro and other common locations.
West Bay, Metro this way, Metro this way, Metro this way, Metro. Oh, Metro this way.
Our entire experience traveling within the country was incredibly smooth and just made sense. The metro and the buses were new, on schedule, and everything felt well designed. The entire country of Qatar felt like it was made for the World Cup, and that's probably because it partially was. The metro was created specifically for this event, and a large number of the buildings were brand new or still under construction. If we're being honest, the Middle East was not at the top of our travel bucket list, and Qatar was somewhere we likely would not have visited if not for the World Cup. That being said, we absolutely loved our time in Qatar, and both agreed we would love to come back and spend more time in this part of the world. There was so much we learned from the people we met and left with the utmost respect and admiration for their culture.
Not very many things in life bring people together to celebrate a common cause like the World Cup. People from all across the world came to celebrate a common love. This was truly something special to experience, particularly in times which feel so divided. If you ever have the opportunity to experience the World Cup in person, we would definitely recommend experiencing the unity and passion that it brings for yourself. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, it would really help us out if you gave it a like and subscribed. We have tons more travel content we're excited to show you. As always, we hope you have an amazing day.